What's up, guy? Phantom CCE here, and today I'm going to bring you Noble Knight deck profile. This is one of my favorite decks, basically my second favorite deck. First one being Necros, so yeah. Anyways, this has the new support. I've been testing around and stuff, and as of now, like, this works. I have been playing against my own Sky Striker deck. I gave it to one of my friends, and basically like testing it against it. I haven't played against Goki. I haven't found someone who has Goki. I've been playing same with Dino, all of those decks, and basically it's good, not that bad, but Sky Striker is a little bit hard to fight against. Sometimes they have problems, you have problems. It depends on how you played it. Anyways, starting off, we play triple Merlin, basically the more copies of medraut, and has another effect. Basically, you can manage this card, and using cards on the field, you can XC or synchro, but basically you're going to just tribute him and special summon something else. That's the only effect you're going to use. Next, 3 copies of the new guy. Basically what this card does is you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you control another arm spell on the field, and if you use this card as a synchro link or XC, you that monster gains the effect that you can do an extra normal summon to the normal summon set, and for the rest of the turn, you cannot summon a monster from the extra deck except for Noble Knights monsters. That's extremely good. Next, the boy, triple medraut, put the secret on top. 3 medraut is the best card deck, basically the ones who brings you the custennin, do a bunch of shenanigans, and in the back in the days, the one who started off the combo. Yep, those are all the 3 ofs for the deck. Next, for the 2 ofs, 2 brothers. I don't know, I don't see the need to put this card up to 3. 2 is okay. Next, 2 Gwen. The reason I played Gwen is for a combo I just like figure out the other days when playing this deck. It's not that great, but it's very stupid, and it puts your opponent in a very stupid situation. Sometimes your opponent can break the board very easily, but the moment 2 is okay until I found something new to play. Next, for the one-offs, 1 Drystan, blow up, stupid stuff. 1 eachtar. This card basically is for the synchro and to summon isolde, and your opponent cannot negate it. That's the only reason I played this. Then 1 of the new guy. This is not that great, but it basically is a substitution for the other guy, Bedward, I think was the name. Yeah. Next, 1 borz for the old combo. 1 gwenhwyfar and 1 lady of the like for the synchro play. Probably gonna get rid of this, but the synchro saved me a lot of times. Like, not even joking, the synchro is the MVP sometimes. Next, for the hand traps, 2 effect veiler and 2 ghost ogers. This could be Ash, but as of now, the effect veiler is for the synchro plays. This is diagram, stupid stuff. I play it against True Draco too. Next, for the spells, triple excaliber. This card is the MVP. What it does, your opponent cannot target the monster equipped with this card. Basically, Widow Anchor can do stuff, Afterburner can do anything, and so on, so on, so on. This card was the one who gave problems to for the one who playing Sky Striker. And the other effect is, if this card is in the graveyard except the turn is send, you can manage this card and basically becomes a rank up or rank down for Noble Knights. Next, 2 caliber, 2 destiny, one gallatin, one arfeudutyr, and one of the new card. This in time is extremely stupid. Basically, equip it to one of the monsters, and if you're going to hide, basically you just pay 500 and that monster attacks directly, and that's basically game. If you're going on time on the tournaments, this card is extremely stupid. Even if you come up with this card that you equip, the equip monster gains 1000, it's extremely stupid. The same with caliber. So those are 10 targets for isolde. I think it's okay. Basically, you recycle it with brothers later on. For the one-ups, one reinforcement of the army, one foolish burial, one last chapter, and 2 call by the grave. I really hate the hand traps, and 2 twin twister for back row. That's the main deck. If I'm not mistaken, is 40 token. In case my opponent puts token and they don't have it. For the extra deck, trip of the big guy. MVP, extremely stupid. You can pump this guy to 4k. Next, 2 copies of the new guy. It's not that great. If this card was quick effect, basically it could be better. Next, 2 artorigus of the old one. It's a card. 1 isolde. As of now, I only have 1. If I had the room and space, basically I'll get rid of stuff in my extra deck to put the second one. But as of now, a bunch of people play cherries on my local, so they cherry this, and they have to play with the standard combo. So yeah, that's basically it. And 1 of the synchro. No one plays this, no one expects this card, and basically this is just like it stays. It's like an MVP. Your opponent does not expect this card sometimes. So yeah, those are all the noble knights. Then for the non-noble knights, Utopia package, Tornado Dragon, 41, and the Dreadnought with Gustav Max. Same. If you go on time, basically this is the one card that does all the shenanigans. If you have more targets for Dreadnought, you can play the other ones. Really, I'm not even joking. Alright, as of now, basically this is my deck profile. Okay, for the combo I was always making, basically, it's a 3-card combo. This could be any other equip spell, but you need 2 in your hand, and this could be medraut or reinforcement of the army. It's just basically 3 cards. That's it. Basically running 10 copies and 7 copies of each to do this combo. Alright, first of all, you're going to summon Merlin. You're going to tribute Merlin, especially summon your medraut. Then you're going to equip medraut with something. You're going to equip it with this, yes, for the sake of this combo. You're going to use medraut's effect. You're going to special summon the custennin. Then you're going to, the sword is going to be destroyed, depending on the sword that it is. Then you're going to link into isolde. Alright, damn it. You're going to summon isolde. Isolde is going to add brothers for late game. I always add this card to the hand, like very late game. That's the only card I add. Then you're going to use Isolde's effect, basically dumping 4 copies of noble arms cards, and going to special summon gwalchavad. Right, from there on, you're going to equip gwalchavad with the other sword you have in your hand. Then you're going to use gwalchavad's effect, add to the hand custennin. If I'm not mistaken, gwalchavad, the sword gets destroyed. Yeah, the sword gets destroyed. You can equip it to isolde, so, if it's destiny. Then you're going to exceed into. Then you custennin. You still have 3 cards in your hand. If this card, if it survives, basically it's going to do a bunch of shenanigans, detaching and adding to your opponent's hand cards they control. Isolde will be protected if you use destiny, equip it with destiny, or it's going to become a 21k with this, or a 26, or it's not going to be targeted with excaliber. It all depends. If you have more cards in your hand, you really recommend to equip Excaliber to Custane, so your opponent doesn't do Widow Anchor, or the same with Excaliber targeting Isolde. And that's basically it. If your opponent destroyed this card, basically you're going to special summon the Sacred Artorigus, the big one, equipping this. Then you equip in a bunch of swords. Really recommend Excaliber, this and this. These 3 cards. You equip it, equip Artorigus with this, and basically have a big monster on the field that cannot be targeted, increases your life point in attack, and the same increases the attack. Alright, that's basically it. That's the combo I always made. If you found something else, really I appreciate if you leave a comment and tell me what I can fix. So yeah, thanks for watching, and subscribe if you want more content.